Do you have any doubts about your decision?
No. I don't have any doubts at all. Man, it's very tough. I'm gonna take my talents, my talents. I'm gonna take my talents to South Beach. I'm gonna take my talents, my talents.
The King coming to South Beach. We believe it's gonna be easy.
Even if you don't know what you're going to do, what have you learned from the last time that you switched teams that will inform how you handle things this time?
I mean, you learn from your mistakes. If I'm in that position again, I'll be able to handle it much better. Even though I played for Cleveland for 7 years, I still lived in my hometown of Akron. So I was in Akron for 25 straight years. And that's all I knew. I didn't know how difficult it was.
Well, this is the worst thing that could ever happen to Cleveland.
I hope he never wins anything in Miami.
So Akron, Ohio, I love you, and I will always be at one with this city. So thank you.
We have confirmed that James has decided to exercise his early termination option in his contract, which would make him a free agent on July 1st.
LeBron James now holds this valuable position for the second time in 4 years. The team with the biggest aspirations may be the Houston Rockets, who are going big game hunting for a third straight year. Their offer is simple. They have 2 stars in Dwight Howard and James Harden, and a collection of supporting players that would create perhaps the best roster in the league if James were to sign up. Both teams in Los Angeles have noticed the movie and television projects James has signed on to in the last year and wonder if they can pull him west. The Lakers believe they can pull off a complicated Heat-style redux and add the top 2 free agents this summer by luring James and also landing Carmelo Anthony. The Clippers have no cap space, but they harbor dreams of making deals to create some, as they offer James' best friend in the NBA in Chris Paul, young star Blake Griffin, one of James' favorite people in the league in Coach Doc Rivers. James going to the tougher Western Conference will be a challenging sell. That may open the door for the Chicago Bulls, who have the same type of talented roster, stability, and championship history that once drew him to the Heat. James grew up a Bulls fan because of Jordan, but he's since come to respect the franchise as one of the best in the NBA. The 2 options at the front of his mind, though, may be the 2 cities he's called home in his life, Miami and Cleveland. James and his family yearn to spend more time in their native Akron. They will someday, and the Cavs are hoping they can make that pull stronger with a compelling offer. This is an ace that no other team can play. James still loves his home. The Cavs have a team armed with potential and youth, but mostly they are unproven, from their coach to their soon-to-be top draft pick. And there is the lingering scar tissue with the fans and the letter from the owner that James has never truly gotten over. This leaves the Heat, who are no slouches after 4 straight finals appearances, but they also may be the least upwardly mobile of James' choices. Approaching his 30th birthday, James senses his NBA mortality because he can see it in many of his teammates. They also have limited means to reduce his growing burden. But the Heat have 3 things on their side beyond their championship history with James. They play in the East, they are located in perhaps the most desirable free agent destination, and there isn't a clear-cut favorite to pull him out of town. It may end up being partially because of default. By keeping James for any period, by any means, is a huge win.
Who wouldn't want money? Who wouldn't want a ring? Who wouldn't want a legacy? To be the next king.
What LeBron's gonna do, what Wade's gonna do, what Chris is gonna do, what
Melo's gonna do, wait to see. What the decision gonna be?
When it comes to money, we play to make money.
Of course, it sounds nice. The numbers don't lie.
I can't afford losing. It's all about winning. It's all about
Basketball.
the sky's the limit. Never know. Never know. Well, your future. Just never know. Never know about your future.
When I'm about business. We're about business.
What LeBron's gonna do, what Wade's gonna do, what Chris is gonna do, what
Melo's gonna do.
Take the money, for the championship. Take the money, for the championship.
Who wouldn't want money? Who wouldn't want a ring? Who wouldn't want a legacy? To be the next king.
The whole world in the uproar.
I'm going to say that LeBron James will remain with the Miami Heat.
I also agree with you. I think he will come full circle.
You've been waiting to find out what LeBron James is going to do. Turns out the Ohio guy is going.
Dude, you just ran up here when you're.
Yeah. We just got done with the game. We heard about it. We ran over here. I bumped over there. We booked it, man. We heard. We ran, man. We could. Man, we're going to make it, dude. We got championship. We're winning the finals. I don't care. LeBron's a man, dude. He did it.
This is an all-time, feel-good, big picture story.
Akron, Ohio, where I come from.
Want the pariah, now the most beloved.
Gave up Mount Rushmore
For the people I love, I never had to prove anything to anyone. I took my talents to South Beach. Man, I changed my mind about South Beach. To get back to where I come from. To get back to the area I love.
It's a fairy tale of forgiving, and going home.
It's about Akron, Ohio, where I come from.
Want the pariah, now the most beloved.
Akron, Ohio, where I come from.
Running the show.
For the city I love.
On this mission
To win, it was always in my plans. Underprivileged kid,
become a grown man.
greatest challenge for me.
To lead the big three.
Greatest challenge for me.
To lead Miami.
Dreams of coming home. I had dreams of coming home. It's not about
Money.
or the limelight. It's about
Destiny.
It's about damn time. It's not about ego. It's not about blame. It's about coming home. It's hard to explain. Akron, Ohio, where I come from.
Want the pariah, now the most beloved.
Akron, Ohio, where I come from.
Running the show.
For the city I love. In my decision, my family plays a huge part, and Miami will always be in my heart.
Everybody who's been waiting for LeBron James to come back home.
Today, LeBron's coming back. It's a welcome home party. Celebrate. Let's go. 30,000 hanging around the stadium, waiting to see LeBron.
People are just anxious to welcome him back. Even though he might not have been here, he still did things in the community.
I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits, and they're forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming.
This is amazing. You guys in the stands, I want to thank everyone for being here. It's people that came to me and said, LeBron, you got to do what makes you happy. And I was like, yeah, I think so. And also, I'm going to do what makes my city and my state happy. And that's why I came back. I love you. I'm back.
Akron is home. This is the city that raised you. I'm so proud of you. Welcome home, son.
Just another Luther, I'm the candy man, is back, so check it.